Alright, hey guys, this is Zero doing a IXDL Open League cast, and I haven't done one in a while. I've been occupied with other Dota leagues and tournaments and stuff like that. But the picks are flying out, and I guess I should go ahead and get started. So first, something to notice is I am really behind. But Nix's Assassin was first pick here. Shadow Demon, Clockwork are followed up. The picks are really flying out. So I'll try to look at the Dire team or the Radiant team first really quickly. So they basically have their tri-lane out. They have their mid and their off-lane. Clockwork is going to be in that off-lane. Stormspirit is going to be in that mid. And then we have two supports. Decent combo with the Nix's Assassin Shadow Demon. Only thing is Nix's Assassin doesn't really add that much damage early on, so they'll probably pick up that last carry soon. I'm interested to see if they could combo it. I would actually really love it if they pick a Kunkka. It doesn't really fit with this lineup, but it'd be really awesome if they do pick Kunkka. On the Radiant side, they look like they just need another support. Puck will be matched up against that Storm Spirit, Storm and Puck. It should look like Puck should have a slight advantage here. Gyrocopter will be part of that tri-lane with the Undying, and that has proven in the past to be relatively strong. If you thought Rocket Barrage was strong before, wait till you get one or two decays on that hero. Rocket Barrage would be like an overkill. So right now, the Dire just need another support. So for the fifth pick, for the Undying, it's probably going to be like a guaranteed stun of some sort. I would like to see Crystal Maiden actually. She has seen a little bit of some pickups in the pro scene, especially in DreamHack. And if you guys have been keeping up with that DreamHack, wow, it's a Dazzle. Interesting. I did not see this coming. Dazzle, not very offensive. I guess if you get that the wave, what's that called? Shadow wave. It's pretty powerful, especially if you have a lot more enemies or your own creeps around, and so does Soul Rip. So it's kind of like they're very similar spell wise. We'll see if what kind of damage they can deal with this. I don't know if they're going to be able to run aggressive this way. If we look at the Radiant side, Shadow Fiend gets picked up as a surprising pick. But I don't think neither side will be running the aggressive. I think maybe the Dire side, because they have Undying. Undying is definitely an aggressive hero. It's kind of a waste to waste. Well, sorry, redundancy. It's kind of a waste to not use his early game spells and potential. If you've ever seen Purge play Undying, he completely owns with him. But of course, that's just a pub. We will see how it works out here. So something that I was interested in is that Corey is actually playing in this game. I believe his name is Glint, but I'm not positive. I think it is Glint because it has to be one of the two captains. Those are very. Corey is currently the top, or is currently the leader of the IXDL rankings. He's actually in front by about 300 points, and that's a ridiculous amount to be in front of. I think his rating is 24 right now, 2400. So anyways, I'll go ahead and introduce the players. Glint Fan 420. Actually, it's either Glint Fan 420 or Glint. Though I'm sure they know each other because Glint Fan 420 is making fun of him. But anyways, there are apparently hidden. If you've ever seen IX Mac's interview earlier, I think yesterday, or at DreamHack, he actually talks about his own league. Draskell and Bruno asks about what kind of league IXDL is. But anyways, I should get back to introducing the players. Glint Fan 420, possibly Corey, who knows, is playing on the Shadow Fiend and it's going to be part of that tri-lane. And so far, yeah, they're doing a safe lane tri-lane. Shadow Fiend is being played by Nether Nerds. War Machines on this Nyx Assassin. On the offlane, Clockwork is Dindum. Yes, it's Dindum. And on the mid, Storm Spirit, it's Yukinai. So in this tri lane here, uh, they will have to go against the aggressive. So that possibility that I said that they might run and use them as an aggressive, use Undying pick as an aggressive, and part of that aggressive tri lane is working out pretty good. I'm sorry. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm a bit tired. And for level 1 spells, I think the Dire has a pretty big advantage. And they're going to block the camp. I think the Radiant are aware of this. But yes, Shadow Demon does have some wards. So it's going to be a try versus try situation. We'll see how this pans out. So they're just hiding in the back right now, hoping to get a gank off when someone's trying to deward in the mid. Puck will get the invis rune. I don't know if he can do much with it. He could rotate bot to try to capitalize on a kill, but I don't know. The thing about this, Puck basically gives up the blocking. Well, he will still try to block with that invis rune. I guess he doesn't plan on turning this into a kill. But it's going to be a Clockwork versus Darkseer. Generally, this is a pretty even lane. I think Darkseer might have a slight advantage, only because of the Ion Shell, and it really pushes things out. Actually, there's a what the fuck going on. So go ahead and look at that real quickly. What happened? Whatever it is, it apparently didn't lead to a first blood. But if there's going to be kills, it's going to be in this bot lane. The Undying Rocket Barrage combo will completely decimate a support and or even Shadow Fiend. He's gonna get an Undying stack right here. Nope, decides not to waste the mana, and I think that's alright. So since the camp is blocked, the Assassin and Shadow Demon are just unable to get anything right now. But there are some wards placed out. Actually, they do see it. This Siege Wards does pick it out. It's a pretty obvious one. It's not one that is completely hidden. They got it on their first try, and they didn't even have a third try. They put one just back here in case the Dire decided to put one there. So I'll go ahead and pull up the last hit charts. Where is the last hit charts? There we go. And actually, Undying is getting a bit aggressive, but he should be a bit fine. He's tanky. He's got 834 HP thanks to those K stacks. They will wear off soon. We'll see the true nature of his HP. Oh no, just gonna continue going on this, and there might be a kill. No, will they try to go? Nick Sesson gets a stun off. It actually goes out on Undying. Maybe they should cut out the Gyrocopter. I think this Gyrocopter would have been a better pick. I think Nick Sesson was trying to get multiple heroes, though he just misaligned Gyro a bit. So a small exchange, no big deal. But meanwhile, in the mid, Stormspirit is doing really well for himself. He's actually outlaning this Puck by about 4 or 5 CS. Shadow Fiend it's actually doing alright in farm. Not having that hard of a time. Gyro and Shadow Fiend, although there's 2 supports behind each of them, both sides are kind of scared of each other. They're scared of the potential that they had. The Undying and Dazzle and Gyro combo, they just can't really dive on this. Whew. So currently, just more decay stacks. There's still plenty of the Shadow is able to throw out a bit of harassment. I think he picked up the last hit with it, and that's the ideal. And that's a misplay from both sides. There's the Soul Assumption going out. The Tombstone is dropped though, and I think this is a sign for everyone to back off. And they're showing it that they're going to back off. What happened was Shadow Demon tried to disrupt someone at the same time Nick Assassin tried to stun. The miscommunication on both supports. Glint fan 420 is probably not happy. Did I even introduce the Dire side? I don't think I did. So anyways, Glint's playing the Undying. It's possible he is Corey. Actually, they're going to go in on this. No stun follow-up. Nick Sesson was too far away. On this mid Puck, it's going to be Saibai. On this offlane Darkseer, and he's having a ball of a time up here. It's King Kraken. On this carry Gyro, it's going to be Theory, and Theory usually plays with Quarry, I believe, when I try to check his Dota buff. The only thing is, since IXDL players are randomly signed, it's possible that they're on separate teams. So who knows? Who knows? Finally, Brave Bird is on this Dazzle. So currently, Shadow Fiend has passed most of the dangerous parts of the lane. As we all know, Shadow Fiend really relies on levels of Necromastery and getting last hits. Otherwise, his base damage might be too low. But it's okay. He's doing fine for himself. He now has 21 last hits and 13 denies. This is pretty ridiculous. And they're trying to go on his Dazzle, but Dazzle has that Shallow Grave ready. He doesn't go for any levels in Poison Touch. I guess that's kind of surprising, but it's not, because it really takes about 2 seconds or 1 second to set in it and have a stun. So both sides, well, the thing is, if they run an aggressive tri lane, they have to get kills, otherwise it just doesn't balance off. But I guess in this situation, there's no pulls going on. There's no jungle being okay. How does taken advantage of? There we go. Taken advantage of for the Radiant. So in the end, they're kind of splitting it the same. Gyro's farm isn't absolutely terrible, but oh wow, this might be first blood, but no, it's just barely enough. Dazzle barely survived that Raze and Rocket combo from the top. So well played. Dazzle is going to be just forced. No, he's not going to back up. He has there's no regen in lane. It might be better if he does. Maybe he's just going to use himself to try to bait. And I think that's not too terrible, because he could Shallow Grave himself. There's a Flat Cannon trying to get a little bit of harass while farming. So Darkseer is farming well. He's leading all the charts. He's got 37 last hits. That's really good. I did think he was going to outlane the Clockwork, but not this seriously. Clockwork does have his hook though, so he could look to go bot. Both off. Clockwork is a. Oh, there's Puck, and will they look to dive on this? Yes, they're looking to really go. They're going, but there's no Radiant heroes here. Oh, what a blunder! And they're diving basically for nothing. But now they might get a kill since Shadow Demon is there. Actually, they do get the kill. I didn't see Shadow Fiend for whatever reason. I'm completely blind. So they do get the kill on the Shadow Fiend. Nyx Assassin looks to be the next to fall. He does die here. So yes, Shadow Demon will die as well, and it's a wipe for this tri-lane. So it's a great rotation from Puck. And here comes the flame. Shadow Fiend already blaming his team. And yeah, that miscoordination earlier on cost him a kill, and Nyx Assassin missed a couple stuns as well. And there's a ping on the Storm Spirit comes in and he's going in on this Undying. Undying's a bit tanky. He's gonna he gets Shallow Grave. They come pressing down on time. Shallow Grave is gonna wear off. Oh, just barely. I think Glint Fan 420 was trying to time it, but wasn't. I think he actually did hit him. Only thing is 14 HP. So now the Radiant side are able to start stacking and have basically have stacks ready for Shadow Fiend to farm up. There's a rocket coming from Clockwork, but it's going to miss. It's not going to hit anybody. It's possible he could have fired it down here or a bit earlier. And this is a good word. It really helps out. And actually, Storm Spirit is really going in on this. There's another Shadow Grave. Oh, but no. Shadow Demon had no mana, and there's a TP back in from Undying, and if they get caught with that Doomstone, they really would have gotten blown up. So Gyro gets killed, and Dazzle just had no mana. And so far, Storm is still farming. They do they are able to get a successful gank, and yeah, that regen room definitely helped out. Meanwhile, on a top lane, Darks are having a bit of a hard time here. Puck does rotate in, trying to get the kill on the Darks here. I mean, Clockwork. Clockwork, is he gonna hook? No, he's. Oh, the silence is there. It's possible he can just try to go back in. There is the battery, so it might just be enough to save his life. Oh no, will he go on this orb? Is enough to kill him? Maybe he could have just tried to re-engage. I think he was trying to save his hook. So now, when he comes back, he could go bot. The thing is, he doesn't have enough to TP in, so he might have to walk all the way bot, or walk all the way top to try to defend the tower. They do have a glyph though. It's possible. Actually, wow, look at that. All that damage. Shadowfang is in trouble. Next assassin will die. The tombstone's doing so much work. They try to go on. Oh, Storm Spirit is there though. Shadowfang is backing off, trying to get some long range raises, and he will get one. Still. That's a 3-for-0 trade. Tombstone is not something to be underestimated. Oh, Shadowfiend looks to be dead here. Yes, he will die. The call down is used just to secure the cure. Clockwork is here. He looks to be dead as well. And he does. Hook actually gets one kill. Will he get another one? There's no cogs this time. He does have a one though. Gyro choosing to back off. Will he try to dive this? He does have. Does he have a? Yes, he does have a rocket. He maxed out rocket, but the rocket missed. Where's Gyro, by the way? Well, Gyro decided to go this way, so Clockwork misreads where the pathing for Gyro is going to be. But in the end, they killed the Shadow Fiend, and killing the Shadow Fiend is big. That's a one-roll carry. Gyro, meanwhile, survived that. And the survivability of the two supports on the dire side is impressive thanks to that Shallow Grave and Undying's Decay. It also has levels in Soul Rip that just adds a bit more to the heal, and those heals by the I wanted to call him Shadow Priest, but it's Dazzle. Shadow Priest was his class name back in Dota 1. Meanwhile, Puck Storm Spirit actually kills Puck. The rotation from Darkseer is a bit too late. Shadow Demon might die here. Yes, there's a vacuum. They will kill the Shadow Demon. And Storm's like, sorry man, I'm just gonna have to let you go. Darkseer doing well. They want to go in on this. Does he have enough mana? Yes, he does have enough mana. Will they go? Yes, they will go. Clockwork, there's going to be. Where's the cogs? Why did you bother to do that? Now he has to throw the hook out. What a waste of hook, to be honest. He could have just walked up and thrown the cogs. Oh, the tombstone was very close to blocking this Clockwork in, and he might have died from that too. So the Clockwork now taking advantage of his long-range ganking abilities and doing well for himself. 2-1-2, 2-1-1, and he's doing probably the best on that team. Storm Spirit's actually Storm Spirit's the one that's doing the best. He's been involved in all 5 of his team's kills. It's 2-1-3, but it's unfortunate that he did die. Shadow Fiend needs a bit more space, so Clockwork and Storm Spirit, that's their job. There's a stun going out, but I don't think they can kill him. The cooldown's even used here. So 1 stun for 1 cooldown, worth it. Now Gyro is going to be a bit low on mana. Actually, how much mana does cooldown cost? Only 125. What about Excess and Stun? 115. Okay, not too terrible. The cooldown for a cooldown is a bit longer, so maybe they want to try to engage on this. Actually, there's a Dream Coil, but they get nothing. Wow, a blind Dream Coil doesn't hit anybody. This is a mistake. They can go in on this. Oh, the stun's so close to landing. Nick Sesson really should have waited for that. Despite the use the spike carapace, the Clockwork hook goes out, and wow, it's just burning Undying's mana. Undying is pretty much useless now. Actually, they have the cogs here, and now they're turning on this Gyro. The Gyro is surviving a lot longer than he should, thanks to the Shadow Demon and the Undying. Wow, just really healing up. Now, no kills are happening; they're all just backing up. And actually, Clockwork actually hooks in, and Puck might die. There's another cooldown, and actually vacuum in a 3 into that cooldown. That's 3 dead. They still can't get that Puck. Storm Spirit might die here as well. And now the Radiant side are backing up. It ended up looking really good until that happened. Until they actually saved the Gyro. This little small healing combo is working out well for the dire side. And Nick Sesson extending himself way too much. Not sure what he was thinking, but there were like 3 heroes at least there. I know that you have this spike carapace, but it's not enough. Even if I guess he just got cocky there. So once again, we can see that trash talking and the flames, and no one. And this is This is something I don't miss. Although the skill level generally is a bit higher in here in IXDL Open than it is in the RD2L League in houses. Uh, the personality issues and how competitive people can be is a bit of a problem here. So anyways, there's a TP from the Puck. Well, Puck has his Dream Coil and has a Blink Dagger. Wow, very impressive. He has about 13.5 minute Blink Dagger. There's a Clockwork Rocket. Clockwork might look to be coming in very soon. And there are 5 of the Radiant grouped up here, and this is a lot of time. They should try to capitalize on this. In terms of team fight, the Dire I think currently have the better team fight, only because they have the Call Down, they have the Dream Coil, they have the Tombstone, and they have the heals from Dying and Dazzle. So could look pretty difficult for the Radiant. I think they should just continue. They should continue farming and try to split push. They might just have to give up a bit of some towers. Shadow Demon throws out a couple Sentry Wards, thinking, no, actually, that Blink Dagger is being used right now. The Tombstone is popped. Shadow Demon will die here. Nyx Assassin tries to get the stun off. It's not going to be enough. There's, the Clockwork Hook actually blocks in his buddies. This might be the death of him. Yes, the Clockwork actually gets himself killed with everyone with the Nyx Assassin. Maybe at least one of them could have walked out safely. But now that was the worst case scenario. They lose 3 and they lose a tier 1. Meanwhile, the Shadow Demon and Stormstar are unable to get any trades. Sorry, this cast was on short notice. I was just excited when I saw Corey queue up for this one. So Stormstar trying to run away from this Puck, but Puck can really chase if he wants to. Stormstar doesn't get lucky. The rune's actually on a bot. He's going to try to get the courier, but he's not going to get it. It's lucky that he had a regen room, but he gets silenced up when it's Puck. And now there's a man fight. Is there going to be rotation? Oh, Storm Spirit, I can't even see what's happening. There's that phase. So the man fight is won by the Storm. Well played by him. I think the regen run really saved his butt. There's some pains because Puck does not feel good about being outplayed. Dark's here and Shadow Demon trying to go for him, but he TP'd out. So a bit of wasted time for them. So that was a very good trade. They do kill. They did. Did they end a killing spree? No. But the fact is, they're stopping this Puck and delaying the snowball that he could potentially turn into. If this goes into Uber late game, Undying will lose a lot of steam. Shadow Priest will be decent. Oh, I keep calling him Shadow Priest. But now he gets zipped on. He needs to get bursted completely down before he Shallow Graves. And yes, he does. Clockwork is there. He uses the hook. And there's a vacuum wall on 4 or 5 almost. And everyone's really low. And actually, the Shadow Priest buys back. Oh, the fight looked so good for the Radiant for a bit. But the vacuum wall combo landing on so many was basically the tell. And they're going to try to chase this Nyx Assassin. He will die. Nice blink from the Puck. And we can see how useful Blink Dagger is on her. And now they're going to try to at least... well, they actually took the tier 2. When did they take that? Man, I don't remember. But they will at least do some damage to tier 3. And this is early. This really is in the favor for the Dire. Because when it comes... I think they need about 5 more minutes for this Radiant side to really start getting some damage going. Once some mid-game items get put up on them, Shadowfane getting a couple last hits, he can really start right-clicking hard. Even right now, he's starting to right-click really hard. Storm Spirit, I think if he gets his Orchid, he can really turn things around, shut down this Puck. So Clockwork has been trying to make some space for his team. He's gone for the mech. Actually, I don't know. He could turn this into pipe. Clockwork needs to be a bit careful. He might get caught out. There's a homing missile. Just trying to give a bit of vision. I don't know if it gives vision actually anymore. I just know that you can at least see where the rocket's going. So meanwhile, the Dire are pushing. And this is what they need to do. They push, and they have a chance of just, and they want to force the fights because they have the superior team fights. the Radiant are trying to get some trades. They will get a tier 1. They might get 2 tier 1s. I think they will get 2 tier 1s for tier 2. I think in this case it might be worth a trade. It really might. It is worth a trade. It's 2 for 1 tower, and they will damage the tier 2 a little bit before they have to back out. Yeah, the Radiant are just going in. This might be a short game, guys. And this is what the Radiant need to do. They need to force these guys to come back. Do they have a TP scroll? Shadow Fiend does have a TP scroll. The other guys are deciding to just walk back. Shadow Priest, Dazzle, actually even uses... There's a hook, and it's the right guy to hook. There's even the wall, though. Storm Spirit zips in, and there we go. There's a disruption. Puck actually is there. Oh, Storm Spirit actually gets silenced up, and then Nixus actually throws out the stun. But he's a bit late to the party. He should be the one following up. Does come back. It's buybacks from Shadow, Storm Spirit, and Clockwork. So this basically is telling the Dire to back up. And wow, this is interesting. Sorcerer deciding to go for the Dagon. He feels like he needs to assassinate one of the supports earlier. And this is where it gets complicated for the Radiant. How are they going to try to split push? They lost so much map control thanks to the Dire taking basically all but one outer tower. The Dire could also choose to go for Roshan. If they do, it's just going to take the Radiant almost forever to walk up to that pit, and they could have the Roshan before. I guess the only thing is the Dire don't have any negative armor to go on them. Actually, kill the pup. They end the dominating streak. Shadow Fiend ends it, so this will help them pay back for some of the buybacks and the Clockwork and Source Spirit buyback. Actually, no. He didn't have to buy back. So it's good that Shadow Fiend didn't die. He picked up some souls. He's going to go for that Shadow Blade. And this is alright. It would help him escape and split push. And that's what they need. Shadow Fiend does have the blade. He needs to be a bit careful. But no. He anticipates that the supports do not have any... actually, Gyro has an invis run and he has a demon engine. This might be terrible. The Clockwork actually keeps in everybody and actually kills 2 of them. But now Shadow Fiend, he might try to man up for this. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh man, this Gyro is really fat. He's got his BKB and he's well on his way to that MKB. Of course, he could turn it into Vine, but that's almost of a throw. They will go straight into the Roshan pit. This is the correct choice. They do have the damage, I'm sure, thanks to Gyro having that demon at 76 plus 76. That's not too high, but it's okay. Wow, Undying even picks up that Blade Mail, and now Shadow Fiend doesn't want to concentrate on him. Source Spirit doesn't even want to go in on this guy until the Blade Mail goes away. The cooldown is relatively short. It's 25 seconds. You might get it off on 2 times a team fight. And it could be the X Factor, who knows? So Gyro picks up the Aegis, and this is... Yep, I didn't expect them to put it on anybody else. They could have put it on Puck, but Puck has not really been dying. He got ganked, but that's only because he got a bit cocky. He's a bit more cautious now. Shadow Fiend going to try to take this tier 1. The Dire, I don't think they really care. It's like, tier 1, whatever, we're going to push to your axe. But this trade might turn sour for them because they're not making that fast of progress of pushing. Oh, never mind. They're actually pushing really quickly. The Orb and Flat Cannon. The Radiant, they have their TP scrolls. Oh no! Shadow Fiend doesn't have his TP scrolls. Are they looking for a base trade? The Radiant, no. They're actually forcing the buyback, the callbacks. Or the TP's back. And it's just Undying trying to defend. Oh no. He's trying to bait with the Puck and Shadow Demon. The Tombstone even gets thrown out, and this might be an ugly fight. I don't know if they want to go in on this. Storm Spirit actually comes in. They do zip in on the Shadow Priest. Do they have enough burst damage? They do have enough burst damage. Puck Dream Coil is there. Undying does die. Puck is there. They do kill the Nyx Assassin though, and what a great trade. It was 3v3, and it was in a favor of the Radiant. Meanwhile, though, Gyro and Darkseer are going to push into this, and poor Shadow Demon is only going to be the one at defense. Oh, the Storm is here, so that's good. He's going to try to zip and go on this Gyro, and he actually takes the Aegis. This is the time for John to just go. He doesn't want to die again. He's close to his MKB. He's about 1300. Pipe is used. Storm Spirit doesn't have enough mana to really go back in. This is a problem with going for this Dagon build. You kill one hero, and then what are you gonna do? One of the powers of Storm Spirit is he can keep going for more and more, and just zip around and be that annoying factor. So meanwhile, Darkseer is farming in their jungle. He has, oh wow, he's so fat. I should have moved this into net worth a while back. Shadow Fiend, wow, surprisingly is leading all. I guess that's good for the Radiant. What's bad though is 3 Dire Heroes are following up. Storm Spirit is slightly catching up. He looks to be going for BKB. I guess he realizes that he just Shadow Demon. He's like, no, gonna run away, disrupt, run away. That's the right choice. He actually sees his ward. Will he try to deward it? I'm surprised he's not gonna go for the deward. I think he's just scared that Pug might blink in and kill him. But wow, they're being really aggressive. Was there a hook? Yeah, I think there was a hook. He chooses to back off. He still hasn't dewarded. I'm like 100% sure they can see this. I'm 100%. Oh wait, he didn't throw. I guess he didn't throw up Shadow Boy, so he has no vision on the high ground. I'm retarded. They're trying to go on this Undying. On this Puck. Puck does die. Undying looks to be dead as well. There is a wall. It's a vacuum on 4. That wall doing so much damage. Shadow Demon will die, and this Darkseer basically team wipes him. And there is that FF. And team wipes him and pulls him into that cooldown. And it was a good fight earlier. They did kill the Puck, and they did kill the Undying early on, but they just can't group up like that. That was the 2nd or 3rd time Undying did that, and this is why no, not Undying. Darkseer did that. I guess this is why Darkseer just gets a lot of bans. So thanks to the cooldown being relatively low, they can still protect this. Actually, no, they're gonna have to give up Rax. Never mind. I thought they had Glyph for whatever reason. So yes, they're gonna keep pulling there, and the melee Rex will go down here. I just don't see them protecting this. The tri-lane was unfavorable for the Radiant. They could have gotten a couple kills, but they ended up not to. And yes, Nyx Assassin is trying to go on this Shadow Demon. Shadow Priest. Oh, the Clockwork Hook misses. This time, then there is another vacuum on 3. Dream Coil called down, and we know the combo by now. And there we go. Clockwork is dead. Triple kill for the Gyrocopter. Shadow Demon will die here as well. He can try to nope. He gets stunned before he can even disrupt himself. And then yet another team wipe. It's a back-to-back team wipe. And there's that rage quit. I don't think they all called FF. Actually, a couple people did call FF. So that's the game, guys. A quickie, 27 minutes, back-to-back team wipes. It looked for a second the Radiant were gonna come back from this, but the Dire were like, nope, we're gonna go team fight. And they had the superior team fight, and this is what they needed to do. Took advantage of it, and that was the game. I'll let the throne blow up, and I'll show you the stats. It was relatively enjoyable. I'm sorry for my slow start. I wasn't expecting to cast this, but I just felt like casting IXDL because it's been a while. So there we go. A nice, interesting draft. A couple misplays from the supports on the Radiant side, and overall, an interesting game. The Radiant looked like they were getting ready for a comeback, but ended up not happening. Alright, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me for